So I found these white bar stools, a set of 4 of them, and this cool gold and black lamp is pretty heavy, and I'm going to do a project with them. So this is the before, and for 4 of these plus the lamp it was $136.74. So to do this project, these are the things you're going to need. So the first thing I got, and this is from Home Depot, is paint and varnish stripper. I'm going to use this to remove the paint from the bar stools. And then of course I got some sanding pads to help me remove it, a staple gun, heavy duty, which I'm going to use for the fabric that I'll show you in just a minute. Of course, some staplers, this thing here, which is like a plastic putty knife, and then a small paintbrush to apply the paint and varnish remover. And at Home Depot, I spent a total of $43.03. I got this universal metallic paint and primer in one. I got it in pure gold, and this is what I'm going to use to paint spray paint the legs of the bar stools. So I got 2 of them in the pure gold. Hopefully that's enough for all 4, and then I'm going to coat it in a clear durable top coat. I got this from Myers. At Myers I spent $16.82 for these 3 items, and this is for the bar stool legs. Next I got some fabric from Joann, and this is like a orange and gold metallic. It looks like it's showing up silver on the camera, but it's like orange and metallic. Orange and gold metallic. I'm gonna put this on the stools once I paint the legs gold, and this fabric is gonna go on the bar stools. And then I got this cool accent piece here. It's like a planter, a tier. This was actually originally $79.99, and it was on sale for $31.98. So look how cool that is. And depending on how the gold ends up looking, I might spray paint that. And then I just got some little faux succulent plants to go in them. Of course, a foam block to add some volume. Some more here, and these orange flowers. And this is the space that I want to use for the bar stools. So I wouldn't call it a bar area, but I'm going to put bar stools here. I feel like this little space here, this depth here, is enough to put bar stools. It's kind of like a counter around the kitchen space. So this is the space that I'm going to be putting the bar stools. So I'm going to start with the paint and varnish stripper. Just start by reading the directions. Pretty straightforward. You're going to shake well before use. Apply with a liberal coating of the formula. And then you're going to cover it with plastic so it doesn't dry out. If it dries out, it's going to stop working. You're going to want it to sit for about 15 to 30 minutes until the material is easily removed, and then go ahead and scrape and wipe. So I'm going to start with that. Again, these are the stools. I'm just going to apply this and then let it sit. So this is what the paint stripper solution looks like. I just poured it into a small pan that I don't use for anything because of the chemicals. And just put it in here. I'm going to be using this brush to just use it to sop it up, and then I am going to proceed to apply it onto the chairs. So I'll just show you like a little bit of how I'll do that. Pretty self-explanatory. I am out on a patio. You do want to make sure you are in a well ventilated area. So I'm just going to apply it like that all over the chair. Of course, I'm not going to do the whole thing on camera, just showing you an example. And you do want to apply a lot so that it can remove this white layer. And just as a tip, what I did, as you can see, those little splatters on the deck is from the solution. I don't know what kind of harm it will cause. This, of course, is cement, so I doubt if any. I don't know if it will stain. But you do have to cover the chairs after putting the solution on anyway to let it work. So what I did was turn the bar stools upside down, place them in a garbage bag, and I'm going to continue to coat it with the solution and then go ahead and pull the bag up over the stools so that they can do their work. So I just wanted to give that tip. I should have did that before I started, but I did it now. So as you can see, I got the stools in the plastic bags. You're supposed to keep it wet, so I think what I'm gonna do is go back over it while it's in the bag with the coating and then let it sit for 30 minutes per the instructions, and then begin to try to use those tools to scrape the paint off. Now, because I want this to be used as an accent piece along with the bar stools, and I'm gonna spray paint the bar stools, the little planters that I showed you earlier in the black carrier, these are the original colors. I'm just going to try to see if it's the same color as the spray paint that I bought for the bar stool chairs, which is this here, the pure gold. So I'm just going to spray it. If it is not the same color, I'm going to go ahead and spray all 3 of my gold planters with that same paint spray as I'm going to spray the bar stools with, just to kind of bring it all together. Okay, so just an update on my little pots. They were the exact same color, so that's awesome. I didn't have to repaint those. So it's been 30 minutes that the stripper has been soaking on the legs of the bar stools. So I have this sandpaper and soap and water, and I'm just going to go ahead and scrub off as much as the paint as I can. So I don't know if you can see this, like this, the paint is coming off, and I've just been taking this and just kind of scrubbing it. I've been scrubbing this one for quite some time, and I'm noticing it just gets smoother. So either this has multiple layers of paint on it, or maybe the original color, this one is white. But my goal is to scrub it with this until it is smooth. As you can see, paint is coming off, and then I'm going to just keep scrubbing it with this until it's smooth, and then go ahead and rinse them off and let them dry. Okay, so I scrubbed it off, the paint, after putting the stripper on, and I kind of cleaned them off, dried them down with a rag, and I'm just going to go ahead and spray paint the legs, and next time you see it will be the finished product for all 4. So those 2 are still soaking. I'm in the middle of cleaning that one and getting as much paint as I can off. This one is dry, and I'm going to spray paint it.